Good Magic Tribe. Welcome back to our third episode of our Soulcast Sundays. I hope you're ready to take a look at the week ahead with me. And I hope you are ready to be thankful for where you are and stop wishing about where you might be. Excuse the noise in the background. The guys are all doing stuff. Sundays and Mondays are our day to get shit done around here. So I'm trying to live stream while they're all doing their thing. So we are nearing 2020 and the message is indeed getting louder. I hope you are all prepared for this mass awakening. And if you feel like you're being called to serve in some way, you probably are, and you should probably pay attention to it. We only have a few short weeks left to get in place before shit starts hitting the fan in a serious way. Hello, Angelfish and Ronnie. Happy Sunday to both of you. I don't normally like to jump on this whole bandwagon shit, but look at the 1920s or the 1820s or the 20s of anything. 20 is the number of us leveling up. And that's what we're doing on a hugely conscious level. The entirety of consciousness, not just humanity. Our animals are leveling up, our plants are leveling up, our planet is leveling up, and we are leveling up with her. And the sooner we can get on that bandwagon and realize that what we do does matter, and it's not our monkeys, not our circus. That was the old paradigm where it didn't matter what we did, shit was going to happen anyways. Now you can stop it, or at least reroute it in a different direction when you want it to go in, you know? Exactly. It is definitely check your seatbelt twice, and the flying monkeys have definitely been released from Oz. The warning has been out there. Pay attention. So we're going to start off today with some Divine Wisdom cards by Neil Donald Walsh. The thing we need to remember, though, is you can't create diamonds without pressurizing the sand, right? Or glass, even, is made by melting sand. These things occur because they're necessary, not because, we're being punished, but because it's the process. The jumper, hold on. All right. Oh, I like this one. Okay, so here is our picture. Get it to focus. Here we go. Love it. Path through the woods. I like it. So today's message from Source says, you always get what you create, and you are always creating. God does not make a judgment about the creations that you conjure. Simply empower you to conjure more and more and more and more. So if you don't like what you've just created, choose again, right? Love it. And the next one, we get two. Oh, I like the contrast in these cards, though. So look at this. Okay, so we have our little weeping willow and then this amazing sunset, right? Okay, so the willow says, you have nothing to learn about relationships. You have only to demonstrate what you already know. Ooh, there's a good reminder. We're not here to learn anything new, right? We're here to demonstrate what we already know to other people who are watching. Ooh, I like that one. And I'm just going to show you this one. There is nothing scary about life if you are not attached to the results. Right? And there isn't. The only reason we get freaked out is because, we think our plan is not going to our plan. But it's not our plan at all, is it? It's creation's plan. So what part are you playing in creation's plan. Right? And it's been happening a lot, Angelfish. And I tell you this, you are your own rule maker. You set the guidelines and you decide how well you have done, how well you're doing. For you are the one who has decided who and what you really are and who you want to be. Right? It's not something that God decides for us. We decide that when we enter into this creationary whole, I guess, for lack of a better word. When we decide to co-create with spirit, then, well, we set ourselves loose in the lake of wondering without a paddle sometimes. And what we create is amazing. But it's only when we start sticking our feet in the water going, no, we can't go that way, that shit starts getting all fucking wonky. And that's when we need to find our common ground, right? And we'll read this one in just a second. I need to get 2 more cards out of this deck first. 2 more cards out of this. Here's one. Okay. And it says, I'm not concerned about your worldly success. You are. It is true that when you achieve certain states of being over a long period of time, success in what you are doing is what you are doing in the world is very difficult to avoid. Yet, you're not to worry about making a living. True masters are those who have chosen to make a life rather than a living, right? The way you are living your life is the example that you are setting. Remember that. And our last one from Source today says, my purpose in creating you, my spiritual offspring, was for me to know myself as God. I have no way to do that save through you. And thus it can be said, and has been many times, that my purpose for you is that you should know yourself as me. Right? Isn't that the ultimate purpose of creation? For us to realize our sovereignty, to realize there is nothing above us but us, and that we can do anything. All we have to do is harness that knowledge and belief that it is so. And it is. So, what are you still telling yourself that you can't do? What are you still setting your limits at? And why the fuck are you setting limits at all? Throw them in the trash. It's where they belong. And let's switch over to the Nature's Whisper Oracle. But first, let's read our Affirmators card that we pulled for our thumbnail, okay? Because it is the Common Ground card. And today it says, today you are an open-hearted ambassador to your shy, introverted, or less than likable kin. Your once awkward conversations are no match for the universal small talk stimulant known as common ground. And today you're going to be willing to look for this common ground. And once you have that to stand on, I'm willing to bet standing next to them isn't going to be so bad. Right? It is what you make it. And our Nature's Whisper cards are going to be first. Oh, look at this card. Isn't that pretty? And it is the Intuition card. 36. A 9. What are we completing today? I love that. Let's get 2 more to go with this one, then we'll read all 3. 2 more. Here's one. Oh, the Make-A-Wish card. I love it. Intuition. Make a wish. 9 plus 1 is 10. And we have a third and a fourth. Our third card is Open Your Heart. And a 10. And the fourth. Amazing. Bountiful Harvest. And another 10. You called that one, didn't you, Angelfish? It is 10-10. Now we have triple tens. So let's read these messages from Angela Hartfield and Josephine Wall out of the book. Something tells me we need to read all 4 of these ones in entirety. So we are going to start with 36, Intuition. Hope none of you guys are in a hurry. Today seems like it might drag out a bit. Intuition says, I wish you guys could see the actual colors in these cards because they're so much more vibrant than in this video. But kind of get the idea, right? Okay, so 36. You just seem to have a knack for knowing what's going to work, and your creative process is unique to you. So you just get started and magic happens. You have a lot of endurance and you're a hard worker. Once you get focused on a project, you don't stop. You are a trendsetter and you seem to understand what people love. You are very forward thinking. You're being reminded that you have your own inner voice guiding you, always. Tap into your own wisdom and allow yourself this higher perspective this week. And it was 12:22 on the clock when I just looked up. Make a wish, everyone. It's our next card anyways. So, ready? Make a Wish says, as a child, you may have been encouraged to blow on a dandelion and make a wish. And as you blew the seed blossoms from the stem, they would be carried on the wind so your wish could be fulfilled. This card is a gentle reminder to set clear intentions about what you wish for in your life. You're being asked what you would like. At this moment, anything is possible. If you were given one wish, what would you wish for? And trust that your wish will be granted at the most opportune time and in the manner that supports you in the fullest. That completes our first 10. Now, our next one, Bountiful Harvest, the 28. These are all different vibrations, but they're all coming to completion today, which really makes sense, right? I came on today at 11:10, on 11:10 for a reason. Tomorrow, I will be making an appearance at 11:11, even though it's Monday, because tomorrow is 11:11, and we all need to come together to get this ball bouncing a little bit higher, because on the 12th is the full moon, and it's going to be a huge completion for a lot of us. So make sure you're staying tuned. Now let's read what Bountiful Harvest has to say to us. You have access to the infinite source of love and resources provided by Mother Earth and the universe. There are no demands, requirements, or conditions that affect your ability to access this supply. This is a wonderful reminder and the absolute truth pertaining to the abundance that is available to you. Grant your abundance the opportunity to flow into your life. It will reshape your perspective. It will strengthen and nourish you. This phase holds a plenitude of affluence and fertility. You are lucky and blessed and favored by the universe this day and all days. And our last 10, open your heart. The truth of our world, nature, and environment is love. This is eternal love that makes no demands, has no expectations, and does not place limits or conditions on us. There is an opportunity for each and every person to experience love at this deepest level if they are willing to be open. Love can and will flow into your heart, but only if you allow it. It will change your perception, nurture and hold you, and even give you the strength to endure hardship. So take a moment, open your heart, and allow love to bring you joy, serenity, renewed energy, passion, and total, unrelenting happiness. Because that's all the universe wants for you, is you to be happy. Because it's your birthright. We were born to come here to spread the love around. To remind people you can choose who and what you are. And what you want to be in the future. You're not stuck with that first choice. You can always choose again. So make sure if you feel stuck that you're making sure that you have all your options covered. You know you can always make another choice. There's always common ground somewhere. Happy birthday to Merlin on 11/12. Yes, and if you are following the numbers, they are ramping up. I actually saw my first 5-number grouping. I saw 5 4s the other day after I got off the live stream on my way to work when I pulled all the 4s during the stream. So definitely follow the breadcrumb trails, my friends. They're out there. Universe is calling us. It's just a matter of whether or not we are listening to it or not. So let's grab a card out of the Black Affirmators deck, Kim Cron's deck, and then we'll end this with the Sacred Traveler Oracle, all right? So let's pull 2 friends from the Affirmators deck. You kind of have it right, Angelfish. We are definitely creating pockets of heaven. But what a lot of people don't realize is we're not really creating them. We're just revealing the ones that are already here. Because they've been covered up with so much bullshit that we used to believe. Now that we're throwing all that baggage in the trash, it's revealing the fact that we've been sitting in heaven all along. It's not a destination. It's where we are. So stop polluting it. And let's get some Affirmators cards. Letting go. And playfulness makes a reappearance. Just for shits and giggles, let's check out the bottom of the deck. Generosity, also still there. All right, we'll read all 3 of these to go with common ground. So today, we are not going to dwell on the bad things that happen. We let these things go because we have enough heavy things to carry around. And also, grudges are not a great look. Not for my tribe. Playfulness says, I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Remember, Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a good reason, right? It's not just because that lady really knows how to party. It's because she's also rather generous with her giving. So today we're also going to be generous with our giving, and we're going to give generously to those around us, no matter how much or how little we have, because we know that there's more than enough to go around, and that the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. And if I'm the one who stops the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. Don't stop the flow for everyone else around you too by not accepting what the universe is trying to give you. You derail the whole train. All right. And our cards from Kim Cron's deck. We get 3. Bottom to the top. Fucking epic. The Son of Cups. Acknowledge these gifts are yours. Ooh. And the Mother of Cups. Take that shit from the universe before it gives it to someone else. And stop sitting on everything else, like if you take your hand off, it's going to tip over and spill. Believe that what the universe is bringing to you right now is not going to be taken back. Because if you believe it's going to be taken back, that's when it will. Remember? Your thoughts create your reality. Stop thinking that. And in closing, from the Sacred Traveler, we get two. Wondrous Universe. Walk in beauty. And embracing enthusiasm. Right. So, shout to the heavens with happiness. And walk in beauty. If you're already telling the universe that you have everything that you want and desire, the universe has no choice but to give it to you, whether or not you've actually asked for that specific something or not. Manifest away, my friends. The only thing limiting your creations is your ability to want them. So, what is it that you desire to create with this full moon? Write it down. Bury it in your backyard. Burn it. Sing it to the heavens and let it go. But make the wish. It will be happening. So make sure you're making that wish wisely, out of love, and not out of a space of fear and lack. Because you will get what you ask for. The universe doesn't know whether what you're asking for is good for you or not, because it doesn't care. All it cares about is the fact it gave you what you asked for. So make sure you're asking for the right things. Love, peace, joy, happiness. Your birthright. But most of all, remember you are loved beyond measure. If by no one else, by me. Perfect, just as you are, as you were created, and as you're meant to be. So, flip on your lights, my friends. Show the world what love really looks like. And be the example. We are the Change Agents Magic Tribe. Welcome home. And I'll see all of you tomorrow at 11:11 for a little impromptu show. Be good. And know I love you.